Hey everyone, welcome back to Talkify English Web Cast.
Hi, so good to have you here again.
I'm Peter and this is Mary, and we're so happy you're joining us today.
Yeah, we really are. We love doing this. It feels like we're just sitting here having coffee and chatting with friends.
Exactly, that's the whole idea. We're not here to be teachers in a classroom. We're just two people who love English and we want to share it with you in a supernatural way.
Right, because honestly, the best way to learn English is by listening to real conversations. Not textbooks, not boring grammar rules, just talking.
Totally agree. And today, we have something really special for you.
We do. It's something so basic, but so important.
Yeah, and honestly, even people who've been studying English for years sometimes make mistakes with this.
True. So whether you're a beginner or you've been learning for a while, this episode is going to help you a lot.
And we're going to keep it simple, clear, and fun. No pressure, just learning by listening.
Perfect. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's dive in.
So, Mary, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm really good. A little tired, though.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Well, I was up late last night. I was working on something.
Ah, okay. So you're tired, but you're here.
Exactly. I'm tired, but I'm happy to be here.
Nice. You know, I was thinking about something this morning.
What's that?
Well, I was getting ready, and I looked at myself in the mirror and thought, I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready.
Nervous? About what?
About today's episode. I always get a little nervous before we record.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's a good kind of nervous, you know?
I get it. Hey, wait a second.
What?
Did you notice something we've been doing since we started talking?
Talking in English?
Yes, but more specifically, we've been using I am and you are and I'm all the time.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm tired. You're here. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Wow, we really were.
And that, everyone, is today's topic.
The verb to be.
Exactly. How to use to be in everyday English.
And we're going to show you how natural it is, how much we use it, and how you can use it too.
Because honestly, this is probably the most important verb in English.
It really is. You use it all day, every day.
So let's talk about it.
All right, so let's start with the basics. What is to be?
Good question. To be is a verb. It's the verb we use to talk about states, feelings, locations, lots of things.
Right, it's like the foundation of English.
Exactly. And the cool thing is it changes depending on who you're talking about.
So let me give you the forms. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so if I'm talking about myself, I say I am.
Or the short form, I'm.
Right, I'm Peter. I'm happy. I'm here.
Perfect. Now, if you're talking to someone, you say you are.
Or you're.
You're amazing. You're learning English. You're doing great.
Nice. Now, if we're talking about another person, like he or she, we say he is or she is.
Or he's and she's.
He's my friend. She's a teacher. He's at work.
Good. And if we're talking about a thing, we say it is.
Or it's.
It's a beautiful day. It's cold outside. It's my phone.
Okay, now let's talk about plural. If I'm talking about us, we say we are.
Or we're. We're happy to be here. We're learning together. We're friends.
Love it. And if you're talking about other people, you say they are or they're.
They're nice. They're from Canada. They're studying English.
Perfect. So let's recap really quick.
Okay, I am or I'm.
You are or you're.
He is or he's.
She is or she's.
It is or it's.
We are or we're.
They are or they're.
There you go. That's the verb to be.
Now let's talk about when we use it.
Great idea. So first, we use to be to talk about who we are.
Right, like our name, our job, our nationality.
For example, I'm Peter.
I'm Mary.
She's a doctor.
He's Brazilian.
They're students.
See? Super simple.
Now, we also use to be to talk about how we feel.
Yes, this is so common.
I'm happy.
I'm tired.
You're excited.
She's sad.
We're nervous.
They're angry.
You use this every single day.
Absolutely. Now, another big use, location.
Oh yeah, where you are.
I'm at home.
She's at work.
They're in the park.
We're here.
You're late.
Yes, you're late is very common.
It is. And one more really important use, descriptions.
Right, when you describe something or someone.
It's beautiful.
He's tall.
The movie is boring.
The coffee is hot.
Your English is getting better.
I hope so.
See, we use to be all the time.
For identity, feelings, location, and description.
And probably more, but those are the main ones.
Right. So now, let's practice a little.
Okay, let's create some real-life situations.
Good idea. So imagine you're at home and someone calls you.
Okay.
The person asks, "Hey, where are you?"
And you say,
"I'm at home."
perfect. Super simple.
Now imagine you're at work and your friend sends you a message.
Okay.
The message says, "Are you free?"
And you reply, no, I'm busy right now.
Great. Or maybe, "Yeah, I'm free. What's up?"
Exactly. Now let's say you're talking to a friend and they ask, how are you feeling?
Ooh, good one. What do you say?
I'm good, thanks. Or I'm a little tired today.
Perfect. Or maybe, "I'm great. I'm so excited about the weekend."
Yes, that sounds natural.
Now, here's another one. You meet someone new.
Okay.
They say, "Hi, what's your name?"
And you say, hi, I'm Peter. Nice to meet you.
"I'm Mary. Nice to meet you too."
See, so natural.
Now let's do a quick dialogue. I'll be the friend. You be you.
Okay. Hey, Peter, where are you?
"I'm at the coffee shop." "Why?"
Oh, cool. Are you busy?
"Not really. I'm just reading. What's up?"
I'm bored. Can I join you?
"Of course. I'm here for another hour."
Perfect. I'm on my way.
"Great. See you soon."
See, that's a real conversation.
And we used to be like 5 or 6 times.
Exactly. It's everywhere.
Now let's do one more. This time about feelings.
Okay. I'll start.
Go ahead.
Hey, are you okay? You look tired.
"Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little stressed."
Oh no. Why? What's wrong?
"I'm worried about my exam tomorrow."
I understand, but you're smart. You're gonna do great.
"Thanks. I hope so. I'm just nervous."
That's normal. Everyone is nervous before exams.
You're right. Thanks for listening.
Of course. I'm always here for you.
Perfect. That was a really natural conversation.
And again, to be was everywhere.
I'm fine. I'm stressed. I'm worried. You're smart. I'm nervous.
Exactly. So you see, this is how we talk every day.
Okay, now let's talk about some common mistakes.
Yes, this is super important.
Because even if you know the verb to be, sometimes it's easy to forget it.
Right. So mistake number 1, forgetting to be completely.
Oh yeah, this happens a lot.
For example, someone says, I happy.
Ooh, no, that's not correct.
Right. You need to say, I am happy or I'm happy.
Because in English, you always need the verb.
Exactly. In some languages, you can just say, I happy. But in English, you need am.
So always remember, I am happy, not I happy.
Good. Another mistake, using the wrong form.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes people say, she am happy.
Oh, yes, that's wrong.
Right. It should be, she is happy or she's happy.
Because am only goes with I.
Exactly. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are.
Don't mix them up.
Right. Now here's another one. Using to be when you shouldn't.
Ooh, this is tricky.
Yeah. For example, some people say, I am have a car.
No, that's not right.
Exactly. It should be, I have a car.
No am, just I have.
Right. Because have is already a verb.
So you don't need to be there.
Exactly. Same with other verbs. Don't say, I am like pizza.
No, just I like pizza.
Right. To be is not used with action verbs in simple present.
Good to know.
Now, one more mistake. Forgetting contractions.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, in everyday English, we almost always use contractions.
Like I'm instead of I am.
Exactly. If you always say, I am happy, I am tired, I am here, it sounds a little formal.
Or even robotic.
Yeah, native speakers say, I'm happy, I'm tired, I'm here.
So, use contractions to sound more natural.
But be careful, in writing, sometimes it's okay to use the full form.
Right. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
You're excited.
You're excited.
She's sad.
She's sad.
We're nervous.
We're nervous.
They're angry.
They're angry.
Awesome. Now locations.
I'm at work.
I'm at work.
You're at home.
You're at home.
She's in the car.
She's in the car.
We're here.
We're here.
They're at the park.
They're at the park. Perfect. You're doing great.
Seriously, if you repeated those out loud, you're already improving.
And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Okay, let's look at more everyday situations.
Good idea. So imagine it's Monday morning.
Ugh, Monday.
Haha, exactly. You wake up, and how do you feel?
I'm sleepy. I'm not ready for work.
Perfect. Or maybe, I'm so tired. It's too early.
Yes. Now imagine you're at work and your boss asks, "Where's John?"
And you say,
He's in a meeting.
or he's not here today. He's sick.
Great. Now you're texting your friend at night.
Okay.
You ask, "What are you doing?"
And your friend says,
I'm at home. I'm watching TV.
perfect. Or maybe, I'm in bed. I'm so tired.
Yes. Now imagine you're talking about your plans.
Ooh, good one.
You say, "I'm excited. I'm going to the beach this weekend."
Nice. Or, I'm nervous. I'm meeting her parents tomorrow.
Yes, that's a big one.
Now, let's say someone asks about your friend.
Okay.
How's Sarah?
And you say,
She's good. She's really happy with her new job.
"Perfect." Or, "She's okay, but she's really busy these days."
Great. Now, what about the weather?
Oh, we talk about weather all the time.
It's cold today.
It's sunny and warm.
It's raining outside.
It's beautiful. It's perfect weather.
See, to be is everywhere.
In every conversation, every day.
Now let's talk about questions.
Oh, yes, good point.
When you ask a question with to be, you just switch the order.
Right. Instead of "you are happy," you say, "Are you happy?"
Instead of he is here, you say, is he here?
Instead of "they are ready," you say, "Are they ready?"
Exactly. So easy.
Let's practice a few.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Is she at home?
Yes, she's at home.
Are they coming?
Yes, they're coming soon.
Perfect.
All right, now we want to hear from you.
Yes, we're going to ask you some questions, and we want to hear your answers in the comments.
Ready?
Question number 1. How are you feeling right now?
Are you happy? Tired? Excited? Tell us.
Write in the comments, I'm, and complete the sentence.
Question number 2. Where are you right now?
Are you at home? At work? On the bus? Let us know.
Write, "I'm at," or "I'm in," and tell us.
Question number 3. What's the weather like where you are?
Is it sunny? Rainy? Cold? Hot?
Write it's and describe it.
We really want to know.
And don't worry about making mistakes. That's how we learn.
Exactly. We're all learning together.
Okay, let's do a quick review before we finish.
Great idea.
So, today we talked about the verb to be.
The most important verb in English.
We learned all the forms: I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are.
And the contractions. I'm, you're, he's, she's, it's, we're, there.
We talked about when to use it: identity, feelings, location, and description.
We practiced with real conversations.
We looked at common mistakes and how to avoid them.
And we practiced together.
So now you know how to use to be in everyday English.
And trust us, you're going to use it all the time.
Every single day.
So keep practicing.
Listen English, speak English. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Because that's how you get better.
All right, we're almost at the end.
Already? Time flies.
It does. But before we go, we want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for learning with us.
We really hope this episode was helpful.
And remember, learning English doesn't have to be hard.
No, it can be simple, natural, and even fun.
Just listen, practice, and be patient with yourself.
You're doing great.
You really are.
So if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up.
It really helps us a lot.
And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button.
Because we have a lot more content coming for you.
Yes, we're here every week with new conversations, new topics, new tips.
And share this video with your friends who are learning English too.
The more, the merrier.
All right, that's it for today.
Thanks again for being here.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care.
And keep practicing.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.